Hey everybody, welcome to class. This is Nshom, and we are again in our public speaking class. And today we're going to be looking at how to get paid speaking engagements, how to get paid speaking gigs. Right. We live at a time where we have a lot of speakers struggling to have paid speaking gigs, and they are focusing their attention on the speakers bureaus. For those who don't know speakers bureau, if you don't know a speaker bureau, I think you just Google search on that. For now, we're not going to explain what is a speaker bureau, but for the sake of those who don't have the Google on their fingertips, a speaker bureau is actually an institution for profit making that is focusing on selling speakers. Like they take you, they profile you, they get your speaking topics, and then they look for events, conferences, organizers out there that are needing what you have, and they prospect you to them. If they buy you, they have a percentage of your speaking gig, and that's how they make money, and that's how you also make money. So many people rely on speakers bureaus, which is not very sustainable. Away from that, many people they rely so much on referrals that they're waiting for somebody to refer them to an event organizer, to a corporate event planner. And if you do that, you know what, you will spend all your life running behind speaking gigs. That is not gonna work in this dispensation as much as you think it will work. I'm not disputing the fact that speakers bureaus are not important. I'm not disputing the fact that recommendations from people should not work. But I'm simply saying that if you want to have a full calendar booked up every month, every year, you know what? If you want to have a full calendar booked every month, every year, if you want to get up on Monday and you have your calendar filled up throughout the week, I am strongly recommending that you get your pen, you get your journal, and be ready to write down these ideas I'm going to be sharing with you. Remember, I'm not teaching you, I'm sharing with you because you're big enough to learn, and I think I'm sharing with you, not actually teaching you. But anything that really resonates with you, I will strongly recommend you write it down. Welcome once again, Jamjud, and welcome Cyprian Hour. So, what do you do? The first thing you do when you want to get paid speaking gigs, not only free speaking gigs. Now, you really want to get paid speaking gigs because you've been putting in a lot of money, like resources. You've been doing a lot of investing, man, on yourself. And like, how long will you continue to invest in yourself until you start speaking for a fee? How long? That's why you have to start doing these 5 things I'm going to share with you. The first thing you have to understand here is that you have to know that there are two kinds of speaking. We have what we call the platform speakers, and we have what we call the keynote speakers. A keynote speaker is someone who talks in a formal audience, like during an occasion. The first speaker that always opens the day is always a keynote speaker. So he's speaking for 15 minutes or 45 minutes to a large audience, and he's delivering something, he's delivering an experience on what he is really good at. Something that can challenge people, something that can inspire people, something that can motivate people to take action on a particular niche, in a particular industry, in a particular scale. And so, on the other side, platform speakers, they hardly get paid, especially in Africa. These are people who do more of workshop facilitators, panel sessions, and they actually talk in small groups, to groups of 10, 25, 50, and that is it. So you want to define your niche. Do you want to become a keynote speaker, or you want to do platform speaking? Now, if you're speaking on platforms, we have amazing speakers on platform that actually pay them, 6 figures to do talks, to do deliver presentations on platforms. But it depends on how well you brand yourself, how well you are known, how well you're known. So I'm going to explain to you the process of how institutions hire speakers, and then you will understand what I mean by how well you're known will determine how often you're gonna be, or how often you're gonna be invited to do keynotes. So, understanding that there are two platforms, we have the keynote speaking and we have the platform speaking. Let's move it down. What happens when an event is looking for a speaker for their conference, for their summit, for their seminar? What are the things they consider first? Now, it'd be good for you to know that. It'd be good for you to be aware of that. The things they consider first when they are looking for a keynote speaker, when they're looking for a whoever, workshop facilitator, whoever, for their events, is that they first ask themselves the question, like, let's assume that we are here in the board and we're looking for speakers for our upcoming convention or coming up or conference. We ask ourselves, who do we know that can be a good speaker? Who do we know that can be a good fit for this event? So we reflect, we brainstorm. And then after that brainstorming, the second question we ask, like, if there's nobody we can learn on, the next thing is going to be that, who do you know? Do you have friends that you can inquire from them, who they can recommend for us to be speakers and or to come in as speakers in our event, or as a speaker in our event? So we're going to ask friends, like, who do you know? And so the friends will share, the people will know. If it's not a good fit, if they are not fitting into our context, the last option could possibly be Google search. So we're going to search on Google, like, alright, Google, who in Minnesota, who in Texas, who in Florida, who in Michigan, who is in Boya, who is in Bamenda, in Douala, who can be a good fit for our speaking gig. And you know, and that is it. So what is happening is that they're asking questions to Google, and now the question is that, how sure can Google be able to recommend you? And of course, that will only happen based on if you have enough content out there, you have evidence of your work out there that Google can be able to spot it out. So that's so important, right? So if you have enough evidence, you have a lot of work you've been doing out there that you think Google can be of help, that's good and fine. So that tells you that you have to constantly update and post stuff, share your ideas, share your experiences, so that search engine optimization can be able to track you in one or two ways. Away from that, as you prepare to get a speaking gig, something very important you have to put at the back of your mind is that you have to be authentic. You have to work hard on what you're good at it and the subjects you're good at it. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, away from understanding the speaking platforms, is your ability to understand the CRM and how it works. Did you get that? Understanding the CRM and what it works. Let me tick this. Alright, okay, speakers setup T. Okay, how to do it. Let me tick this one. Okay, now, how speakers set to hire. How do you know, how do you want to be hired? Who do you know to hire? Okay, let me tick that one. Let me go. So I want to talk about the CMR, like I said, the CRM framework, which is very, very important. So what is that all about? Permit me to accept. Oh, he's coming and he's not coming. Right, secret. Okay, I'm sure his connection is really disturbing. The CRM. The CRM, I don't know how many of you have heard about. It is the game changer. It is the game changer here. The CRM, customer relationship management. Customer relationship management. That's so powerful. Customer relationship management. What is the customer relationship management all about? It is a software that you buy, you download, and then you update your speaking calendar into it, and it gives you a framework on what to do, what to say, and how to say it. So it helps you to spot out the events coming up this week, next month, next year, how to reach out to them with emails or cool calls, and then what to tell them, in pitching yourself. Even after they have said yes, we would love to have you as one of our speakers, what is the next thing you have to say? So that is the bulk of the CRM. So it's a whole system that programs you on what to say, what not to say, until you close the speaking gig, until you close it. So that's so powerful. So that is actually something that in one of our classes we'll take time and just talk about the CRM, customer relationship management, where we're going to teach you exactly where to download the best CRM app or platform, how to configure the platform, and how to use it to get speaking gigs. Away from the CRM, there are a lot of other ways you can get your speaking gigs. One of the ways is you go to restaurants, you go to PTA meetings, you go to conferences, to youth groups, to men's meetings, and then often solicit 2 minutes of their time, 3 minutes of the time to share with them a magic. Your magic here could be what you really love to talk about. What is that 1 minute advice you can give parents in order to become great parents? What is that 2 minute advice you can give young people to shine in life, to succeed in their academics, to succeed in the marketplace? What is that 1 minute advice you can give couples or women, on how they can raise their children in an amazing, outstanding way, in such a way that their neighbors, their relations will know that they are great parents? What is that advice you can give people? Be it in 1 minute, be it in 2 minutes, just anything you can tell somebody that the person ends saying, wow, I knew if I could have known this 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, I could have been where I am now. That's what I'm talking about. And that's the magic you want to share with them. So you solicit their time, and then once they give you the time, you share with them something powerful. Respect the 2 minutes, respect the 3 minutes, whatever time they give you. It could be in restaurants, like wherever. Take their business card or give your card to them and make sure you get their number or email. When you return back from your office, what do? You simply, you can give them a mail or give them a cold call like, hey, Jude, it was amazing meeting you in the men's convention, my dear man of God. I hope that my 2 minutes spent with you and your friends was worth it. I hope you love the magic. I'm just calling to let you know that in case you are looking for a speaker, you know about any event coming up in the Cameroon Baptist Convention, or you're looking for a speaker for your youth group, for your men's group, who can talk on leadership and team building, emotional intelligence, managing finances, managing emotions, please, that's what I love to do the most, and I'll be glad to handle that for you, just in case you need any speaker. If you do that every day, ladies and gentlemen, I assure you that your calendar will be booked throughout the year. So you see, you cannot become a great speaker that you are being paid to speak by sitting down and only focusing on Facebook posts, videos you do left and right, now and then. No, you'll be broke. You will not only be broke, you will not have your calendar will be empty. So these things I'm sharing with you, if you practice the things, I bet you will fill up your calendar throughout the year. Imagine that every day you're reaching out to at least 3 people physically, testing your secrets with them, and they are giving you their business cards and their telephone numbers, and you're calling to follow up, and reaching out to 25 emails, 25 different companies and different individuals every day, that they have the authority to say yes, to have you speak to their staff. They have the authority to say yes to you, to have you speak or train their team members. And you do that every day. In every 20 emails you send, I'm very sure at least 1 to 3 will say yes to you. And so if you can focus on those 3, at the end of the day, you know what? At least one of them will say, finally, we are ready to have you. You're ready. What that also means that anytime now you go speak, make sure you get the best from the experience. I don't know, there are some schools of thought that are for the notion that as a speaker, when you speak, you're not supposed to take pictures, you're not supposed to take videos. That is really, 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 I don't know who wrote the script. I don't know who wrote that script. But from the best of my knowledge, as a speaker, you will likely have more speaking gigs or more speaking engagements only if you are able to make good use of the one you have right now. So what that means is that never speak in a conference, in a workshop, in a seminar, in a staff meeting where you are the lead facilitator or even the panel session without taking pictures, without taking a short video of what you said. And you're not taking videos of everything that you said. You're taking highlight videos. What that means is that you are talking, there are times you're saying something very sensitive, very powerful. So capture those moments. Capture those moments, because when you capture those moments, I bet you when you share, that's exactly the kind of videos that people like. There are some amazing guys from Nigeria that they do a lot of that. So if you go to Facebook right now, as you're scrolling down your Facebook or browsing through, you only hear short videos from guys from Nigeria. Countless times I've been able to watch those videos, and I see the link up for the YouTube complete video, and I click the link. I go finish the video on YouTube. That's how you drive engagement. That's how you drive leads. And when that happens, you never know. The next time they're asking, hey, Pastor Jude, hey, Cyprian, do you know any speaker in Cameroon, in Africa, who speaks on team building, and leadership, and emotional intelligence? You're like, yeah, I know this guy. I watched one of his videos on YouTube, and he was top notch, 10 on 10. That's how you get speaking gigs, right? So you have to go out there and show your skills and sell your competencies. You never know who is going to watch your video. You never know who is going to be there waiting for that video. And away from that, one of the strategies is right. Okay, great. One of the strategies you can put in place is, for those of you who go to hotels to do speaking, you travel around and do speaking gig. Anytime you go to a hotel, every hotel, they have their what they call their notice board. Notice board. So every hotel has a notice board. So you go to the notice board, look in a list of all the events. Look for the events in that hotel. The events that will be hosted in that hotel that week, that month, that year. Take a picture of the events, all the events that will be in that hotel. You know what? When you come back home, Google search those events. Write to the organizers. Hey, I was lodging in this hotel and I saw that you have an event coming up. I am this. I talk on this. There are some here. If you're interested to know more about me, watch this video. If you're interested to know more about me, visit my website. If you're interested to know about me, check my LinkedIn. And that is how another day you'll be able to have leads coming in. Like, okay, we'll check your YouTube video, we'll check your lead, and I bet you your content is amazing. Of course, we'd love to have you as one of the speakers for our upcoming summit. Right, that's smart. You just have to snap a picture of the events in the hotel, and before you notice, you'll be coming back to that hotel again as a speaker, not just as any other person, but as a speaker. So those are some powerful techniques that I thought it wise to share, so that in the next few months you should be able to be closing speaking gigs. For those who want to do it externally, the thing is, everybody here is a corporate in the corporate world. Pastor Jude is a minister of the gospel, and our Cyprian, Mr. Abwa Cyprian is he's an accountant. He is into internal auditing in the bank where he works in Cameroon. And you know what? You can always prepare for plan B. Like, what in case you have your work? What in case maybe you want to switch careers? Somebody like Cyprian, maybe after working with the bank for 10 years, 5 years, 20, 15 years, maybe you want to become a professional speaker. You talk on finance, but you can make a lot following these tips that we just shared, right? So you follow the same procedure, you get the same result. So that being said and done, those are some practical ways on how you can get speaking gigs away from the speakers bureaus, away from recommendations, away from any other option that we have discussed. If you leverage on these ones, I bet you will make it big time as a speaker. At this time, I want to answer some questions, or if you have something to share, we can discuss about that, and then we'll wrap it up. Any question? Anyone? Yes, Cyprian?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for the lectures. I want to ask
Yep.
concerning. I think our topic of today is about getting paid for a speaking gig
Yep.
or a presentation. So, I wish to ask, if you're to pay for a particular presentation, uh, you you told us last time that you were going to teach us on to value your speaking gig. How do you make up your price list? So so that maybe from there you can know the range and you know. So that's just my question. That's just my worry.
Okay. So do you mean like how do you charge? Is that what you mean? Like how to charge for your speaking gig?
Yes,
How to charge?
yes, especially yes, yeah, especially as a beginner.
Great. Awesome. So for the start, you could actually uh, focus on doing free speaking gigs. So you could do like you could in your calendar you could say, okay, I'm gonna do 10 free speaking gigs, so I can be able to take pictures and take videos about me speaking on the stage. I will use the videos on my social media handles, on my social media handles, and then yeah, now so that at least it builds a reputation for you. Now after that, the moment you start speaking for free and people start asking you to come here, to come there, to come there, to come there, and you're like your calendar is getting filled up though you're speaking for free, that's when you start charging. That's when you just start charging because you're telling the people that okay, I have this person asking me to speak, so if you don't you're not ready to pay, please I'll be speaking to this client in a very, the language here matters a lot, you know. You don't tell the person I'm not going to speak because you're not paying me. No, you're speaking because you want to get content, you want to get evidence that you are speaking. So that's one of the reasons you have to start for free. Now you can do that for a month, 3 months, 4 months, 6. Some people do that for years even. Now, how do you start charging? You start charging when people start perceiving you have a lot of value and they're ready to pay. It's true that in Cameroon, some people will not even pay you, even if they perceive you have a lot of value, because maybe financially some of these organizations are barely struggling. But this is what you do to charge. If you don't show value, you will not have value. So when you're talking with a client who want to book you, you could say stuff like, this is highly sensitive information that I'm giving to you right now. This I actually shared mostly just with some particular student for a coaching program. But however, I'm going to share with you. So you always ask the person, why did you prefer me, like your speaker? Always ask that question. Why do you want me out of the hundreds of speakers around? So when the person talks, you ask about the dates of the event. When do you think we could have this event? After then you confirm it by checking your calendar. When you check your calendar, once you confirm, you could tell the person that okay, what is your budget? What's the budget? The person could tell you that I have 300Ks, I have 250Ks, and you could tell the person that well, my budget range is 500K to a million, and however, this is our first engagement, so money will not stop me from giving this phenomenal experience to your staff, to your tip, to your audience, to whoever you're talking to. So I'm going to do it, but you have to pay 50% upfront before our speaking day. And if that is okay by you, let me know so my team can send you the invoice. So that's how you charge. So it's a whole protocol, it's a whole process. You get, and this is just one call, this is one conversation. So do you know why you must receive an advance payment before the event?
Let me just attempt.
Okay.
I think you need to receive an advance payment before your speaking event to have an assurance to have an assurance that you present at the event. Because sometimes some people, they will give you assurance that come later on will pay you. Like I remember in our music career, because I'm a musician, I'm a pianist.
Great.
So sometimes when people have their weddings, they book you to come and play, and they tell you that when something comes up out, when something comes out from the wedding, that's when we are going to give you something. So at the end, people don't support. People don't support at the wedding. So at the end, you go there and you're asking for your money. They are looking at you like a devil in disguise. So I think it's preferable you get your advance. Or if some people even ask for 80% of their money before any engagement. So I think yes.
Great.
So I think it's very preferable to have an advance.
Great.
Whatever you are demanding.
Great. I love that. That's it. And please never ever put the events in your calendar, blocking any date in your calendar if they have not paid you at least 50% of the speaking gig. And one of the obvious reasons for this is that the event could be cancelled, and people have been coming to you to book to speak on the same day, and you've blocked the date. So they cancel the event, and they're telling the we are so sorry, logistics were not all intact, and we could not proceed with the planning of the event. Sorry, yada yada yada. And you have said no to 3 different events for the same day. So you need to be wise. So if you are not able to pay me upfront 50%, 80%, then you're not my client. So I could recommend somebody who can talk with you, who can talk to you. I could suggest a different person for that exercise, but not myself. So that's how you sell yourself. That's how you charge. Hope that helps.
Yes, it does.
Awesome, man. Great. So I'm going to upload the short. We had a very short class. Many people came in late, so we could not wait. So I have a record of it. I will upload and share to those who came in late and for those who are not able to be here. I have a session with Irene shortly. So please, any other question as we wrap up? Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I'll upload the video shortly so you can have a watch, just to refresh yourself. Please, if you did not finish your assignment the last time, kindly drop. So before we meet in the next class, please go and do research about CRM. What is the meaning of CRM, and how can I use CRM in my business? CRM, like I said, is customer relationship management. So find out about that and how you can use it as a speaker. And so in the next class we can begin with that. Thank you so much, and see you on Thursday, God willing. It's Thursday or Friday, please?
It's Friday, sir.
All right. Awesome. See you on Friday. I was confusing that with the Bible studies class we run online. Okay. Great. All right, guys. Thank you so much for showing up for watching the video. See you on Friday for those who are taking the course on public speaking for professionals. My name is Nshom, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at the top. Cheers.